Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game Hitman versus Colorful. This game taking place here on Last Refuge 1.5. Hitman spawning as the pink orc player on the bottom left-hand side of the map, going up against Colorful, who is spawned as the, purple Night Elf over here on the top right. It is going to be a Demon Hunter going up against a Blade Master, so classic agility battle coming in from both of these two players. Now, Ancient of War going to be absorbing some damage here. We're already 2 minutes into that game, or into this game, that game. It's right in front of me. Demon Hunter now cleaning things up, picking up a Gloves of Haste, and allowing the Archer and Ancient of War to clean up the remainder of this creep camp. Blade Master sold his Scroll of Town Portals, picked up a Circlet of Nobility, and looking to clear out some green creep camps. No, not clearing some green creep camps, instead heading off to the north here to perhaps take down the Archer and some other units here. All right, that Forest Troll Trapper down to 51 hit points, down to 40. Well, taking a little bit of damage there. Archer not looking to retreat back. There might be an ensnare, and the Blade Master does get that final shot off. Blade Master now making it rounds once more. Blade Master looking to finish off some of those units. And now that I think about it, if there is an easy way to put the deny or the exclamation mark when a building destroys a unit, that way you know it doesn't get experience. That might actually be a little bit of a good what's it called? A good quality of life improvement, at least for the casters, knowing if units are not giving experience to their heroes, because guard towers, watch towers, burrows, and Ancient of Wars are getting the last hit in the building, last hit on those units. But, I don't know if anyone from W3 Champions actually watches my cast, but if you do, well, thank you for all that you've already done. Blade Master now coming back around here, looking to perhaps go after that Archer. Archer, however, quickly shadow melds. More units making their way back out as the Forest Troll High Priest going to try and heal back up and join back in on this fight. Meanwhile, two inner fired trap or Forest Trolls getting in a bit of damage across all of these units. Grunt also joining in as well to join in on this fight. Demon Hunter trying to escape away back down to the south. Well, there's a letter on a mini-map, so that's possibly, there is. So that could be something to be done, since it's already done for creeps and whatnot. Just change it to whether or not experience is given to any side. Anyways, Grunt gonna go ahead and get destroyed right there. Blade Master going after this, or Blade Master and this Grunt now looking to retreat back. Healing salves are going to be available as Hitman going back into that very classic Blade Master Grunt harassment with a bestiary here. I don't see a Spirit Lodge being placed down anywhere just quite yet. Demon Hunter going to be coming back through, perhaps going to get in a little bit of damage, trying to disrupt some of the healing. Grunt losing a little bit of hit points here as the tech to tier 2 is nearly done for Colorful. Tauren Chieftain already halfway out onto the battlefield. The Demon Hunter still sitting at level 1, so both sides opting to really not level up their heroes at all. Coming back across here, Demon Hunter gonna try and take down this Grunt. That Grunt was gonna purposely try to hold the door and not allow that Demon Hunter inside, as we are looking at a war mill being built alongside that bestiary. All right, now. No, I don't want buildings to get experience. Buildings don't need experience. Anyways, Beastmaster coming across from Colorful. So Colorful also coming in with old strategies. Demon Hunter, Beastmaster. Are we going to be looking at a Goblin Tinker as that third and final hero? That is going to be a big question indeed, as that is the strategies of old. Demon Hunter Mana Burn onto the Blade Master. Blade Master quickly gets Dust of Appearance, but does get in some damage across an Archer before that Archer shadow melds in time. More damage still racking up. Blade Master, Tauren Chieftain looking to retreat back. The war of low-level heroes, level 1 Demon Hunter and Beastmaster, going up against a level 1 Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain. As the unit's still retreating back away here, a little bit of damage. Healing salve quickly getting disrupted. Blade Master should be able to get that final shot off. One more shot there. Able to get the experience and not lose that healing salve charge. Tauren Chieftain wanting to finish off the remainder of this Force Troll Trapper creep camp should be able to easily do it, as there is a very slight experience advantage for Colorful. That should be easily made up as soon as anyone really starts trying to creep. Demon Hunter going after this Force Troll creep camp here. This Force Troll High Priest was already low on mana since it was, well, drained earlier, trying to heal himself and give inner fire to those Forest Trolls. All right, Forest Troll Trapper going to get shut down there, and we may be looking at, well, a possible expansion coming in from Hitman, setting up a watchtower first. So dual watchtowers already being set up while creeping close to the base, meaning that they can defend that location when the time comes. Blade Master Tauren Chieftain should be able to get, or will be able to get to level 2 here. Meanwhile, heading back off to the north, Colorful is already at level 2 on both of his heroes, as we're looking at Druids of the Talon joining in on the battle. All right, Tree of Eternity already at, we're already at Tree of Eternity, excuse me. Mastery training now on those Druids of the Talon, trying to build up a critical number of those dots to, well, neutralize enemy heroes. Meanwhile, the watchtowers should be able to deal quite a bit of damage, and we are still only sitting at Stronghold after all this time. No Spirit Lodge and no Tauren Totem for any sort of disenchant or purge to try and stop that all-important cyclone. All right, Cloak of Shadow is going to be dropped there. Devotion are going to be trying to keep all of these units alive. Need to see a little bit more healing, and Healing Salve should be able to do exactly that. Triple watchtowers with a Great Hall now being built behind this all, as the Raiders and the Grunts getting in a little bit of additional gold by, well, doing a bit of creeping as well. Blade Master off to the north, testing the waters, trying to keep track of Colorful where he's at. Sees that the Beastmaster now has a Robe of Magi in addition to a replenishment potion. That should be useful, as there's going to be a lot of summons in play here in just a little bit. Tauren Chieftain, however, already at level 3, so level 2 Shockwave could, well, really rip through that back line quickly. Druids of the Talon only have 380 hit points max, as we are looking at 2 watchtowers already completed, a third one nearly done, and if the Demon Hunter goes to clear out of this creep camp, the Null Overseer creep camp, well, those watchtowers will be fully completed, and this army will not be able to easily take them down. We do need to see that War Mill upgrade, which was already completed, as a 4th watchtower now being established. Blade Master could perhaps try to go after some of these units. There is the Hawk right there, keeping track of everything, as the Demon Hunter does get the final shot off on that Null Warden. All right, Demon Hunter just shy of 3. Tauren Chieftain looking to buy some things. What's going on here? A potential creep jack position, as the high ground Shockwave rips through many of those units. Raiders should be getting a couple of ensnares on some units. Ogre Warriors joining in on the battle. Warrior also getting ensnared as well. So this is a tough spot to be in, as the Ogre Magi falls to a mana burn. Item pickup, Claws of Attack +5. Demon Hunter already up to +14 damage, and that Demon Hunter is dishing out damage quickly with a very fast attack. Coming back through, we're looking at Forest Troll Trappers going to get cleaned up here. Raiders now going to try to ensnare, go after all of these Druids of the Talon, trying to put in a pressure once more. Beastmaster already sitting at level 3. Don't see any sign of a third hero as of yet, or plans for a third hero, as well, some of the creeps are still joining in on the fight. Shockwave ripping through the center line here. Tauren Chieftain now, however, out of mana, as the low hit point archers are trying to retreat back. We could be looking at a Scroll of Healing, Wanda mana stealing on the Beastmaster. There's that Scroll of Healing, pretty much negating that Shockwave and getting everyone on the Night Elf army back into a comfortable health position, except for that one Druid of the Talon who does get taken down. All right, both sides still fighting their way through. Raiders now trying to make their way back over. Perhaps a couple of ensnares to try and force an engagement onto the Demon Hunter, as both sides still engaging again. Demon Hunter really dishing out that damage. Blade Master forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal down to 250 hit points, with 215 hit points, without any sort of, well, Spirit Link to spread out that damage. Expansion underway for Colorful. Expansion already operational for Hitman. We are 11 minutes into this game with no one having a clear lead. Isn't 4 towers overkill, unless that map where that gold mine has 50k? Let's take a look. well, with 4 watchtowers here, he's able to ensure that a fight is generally going to be happening in open field, which I believe is exactly what Hitman wants. All right, closer look. Well, zooming back out. We're also looking at perhaps there's a detonation on the Wisp right there. Are we gonna see Hitman try and clear out a relatively difficult creep camp in this Ogre Lord? That is the question here. Could be going after it, some ensnares on that Ogre Lord now as he tries to escape away. He's going to easily get surrounded and taken down here as the Blade Master wants to get that last bit of experience and does in fact get it, getting up Legion of Doomhorn in addition to Scroll of Speed and Endurance Aura, able to get out of this fight quickly. However, we see a Cyclone on that Forest Troll Berserker. Units are trying to walk all the way through, and wow, I was going to try to make some analogy about the Royal Navy versus the Spanish Armada going through the English Channel, and then the faster moving army just able to pull away and come back, make some hits. If you guys know that reference, then yes. If you don't, well, that's what I saw there. At the time, I guess a little bit of a history lesson here. The Spanish Armada was like the largest navy at the time, right? And well, as war does, the actually no. Why would I even talk about that? Coming back through, Raiders now looking to retreat back again. Perhaps clear out some of the Ogre Maulers and Ogre Magi here. Forest Troll Berserker now making its way down. That Ogre Magi was actually a little bit trapped in that position for just a split second, allowing that the Forest Troll Berserker to make a move over as the Raider going to get taken down. Oh, Hitman almost loses a Raider to the creeps. That is not something you want to see from high-level players. Mana Burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. Units now trying to retreat back. Druids of the Talon perhaps trying to find some easy targets as the Raiders are low on hit points and trying to fall back again. All right, they're going to be healing up 53 supply compared to 49. Colorful sitting on 1,600 gold, and his bank is just continuing to increase at a faster rate than Hitman, who is currently sitting at 55 supply. As I say that, literally as I say that, Colorful breaks into low upkeep as well. So we are both getting 14 gold a second from both of these players. Coming back down to the south here, no real sign of an engagement here. We can see some natural defense happening over here by Colorful as well, as the Raiders are looking to do some hit and run tactics against these buildings. Do we see? Yes, I believe we do see pillage. So that is the reason why damage is so high. Tauren Chieftain looking to line up a shockwave against all of those units. One Moonwell already taken down. Tauren Chieftain gets another shockwave through before getting mana burned, and now could be in a bit of trouble. Goblin Tinker as that third and final hero, as we are looking at a surround on that Tauren Chieftain here. Clockwork Factory could be placed down. Raiders could try and rack up a little bit more damage, but they are all just simply going to be whisked away back home. All right, a lot of damage, a lot of fairy fire across all of these units. Blade Master looking to perhaps finish off this Ancient of War. Ancient of War does have heavy armor right now. No liquid fire as that Ancient of War trying to retreat back away, regenerating a good amount of hit points. Blade Master unable to get critical strikes on a building. Hence the reason why that Ancient of War is just so durable, even with heavy armor. Raiders looking to stop an engagement between the Demon Hunter as both sides retreat back. Oh, excuse me. Both sides still sitting in low upkeep. 59 supply compared to 66. Hitman with a little bit less gold than his opponent. Colorful with more gold and a larger army. So I have to give the advantage to Colorful at this stage, as Colorful should be able to bounce back a little bit better. But remember, all it takes is a couple well-placed shockwaves, and suddenly those Druids of the Talon, who generally clump together, could all just be bursted down by one or two shockwaves and or cluster rockets, even though we're going for a pocket factory for now. All right, Demon Hunter. Beastmaster having healing wards. Goblin Tinker picking up, Claws of Attack +5. Everyone getting ready and in a position as the Blade Master still trying to go after some of those easier targets. Druids of the Talon really poking after those Bat Riders, and those Bat Riders with negative armor because of that Fairy Fire do take significant damage. Tauren Chief is going to try and engage against all of these units here. Are we going to see a shockwave? No, we are not. More Beastmaster dropping down Quill Beast. Raiders trying to do something as the Tauren Chieftain of Hitman unable to do much except for just constantly spin in the air. Problems here. Problems are going to rise. Blade Master. There's a shockwave ripping on through, trying to get some damage. Purge onto the Blade Master as could end up getting taken down. Purge on that Druid of the Talon finally able to break free. Blade Master looking to come back down, finishing off, and there's a Staff of Preservation to save that low hit point Druid of the Talon. Hippogriffs are in the back, perhaps waiting to get some Hippogriff archers for Hippogriff riders as the Tauren Chieftain now makes its way off to the north. Blade Master still going after some additional targets here. Troll Bat Riders trying to go after the Druids of the Talon. And the Druids of the Talon are unarmored, so they do take significant damage from these Troll Bat Riders. All right, Liquid Fire, Tree of Life quickly burned down there. No possible chance for repairs as the hit and run tactics of the Orc continue. 1,300 gold compared to 1,200 gold. No need to say Hitman now with the economic advantage after taking down that Tree of Life. All right. Ancient of Lores are getting added in once more here. Blade Master going to see some units running off to the north, not going after that Ogre Lord creep camp. Finally spotting it on the mini-map and going to see the Ogre Lord fall there. That was a missed opportunity by Hitman, but now going after that Goblin Tinker instead. Goblin Tinker, however, will not fall. Troll Bat Riders now making their way through, and here we are going into an engagement here. Orb of Venom onto the Goblin Tinker, and we're looking at Troll Bat Riders trying to suicide themselves onto those Hippogriff Riders here. So that was the reasons why they wanted to keep a little bit of distance as the Raiders are finding their targets and now attempting to take down more and more buildings. More Shockwave ripping on through the Druids of the Talon, but not enough to deal critical damage. All right. More Raiders trying to rush on in here. Raider number one gonna get a kill. Raiders have already killed off more units as well as we see a Quill Beast around. We're hasting down a Quill Beast, preventing that Raider from being able to retreat back out as the Tauren Chieftain does get thrown up into the air. 36 supply compared to 50 as the Blade Master off on the other side. Looks like he will be able to escape. Raiders. Goblin Tinker falls at level 1. Tauren Chieftain at level 4 does have a Scroll of Town Portal. Should have no problem getting back out here. There's a surround. There's that Scroll of Town Portal to head back and retreat. Blade Master could have a very bit of a bad day as the Tauren Chieftain heals back up at the Voodoo Lounge here. All right, no easy heals. Healing salve across multiple units. Grunts need to heal back up as well. 49 supply compared to 42. Hitman looking to bank up a little bit more as well as the Tauren Chieftain now just needs a little bit more experience to get to that all-important odd number 5. Troll Bat Rider being brought over to go after the Ancient of Lore. Gonna go ahead and retreat back. Liquid Fire, that siege damage does cause quite a bit of problems. Meanwhile, off to the north here, the Tree of Life once again getting canceled and rebuilt as Colorful has been unable to re-engage easily. Demon Hunter, Mana Burn, Shockwave ripping on through. Tauren Chieftain now out of mana. Cyclone now going to be picking up as the Druids of the Talon are going to pretty much go unchallenged. Tauren Chieftain now in a little bit of a tough spot here is going to be able to break free as forcing a Scroll of Town Portal. Blade Master up in the air could have a little bit of a bad day. There's the Scroll of Town Portal to retreat back. Colorful with a smaller but more well-balanced army here to counteract what exactly Hitman is throwing at him. All right. Still, remember, this is the map where Last Refuge, you can, literally place watchtowers in the corners of the map as your last refuge, making you have a presence on the map with no way to get there. Coming back through, Tauren Chieftain now moving off to the north as well. There is a couple of Druids of the Talon now making their way. Healing Ward placed down, and the remainder of this creep camp gonna get finished off with the Goblin Tinker getting to level 2. Healing Ward, replenishing the Goblin Tinker's hit points rather nicely. Claws of Attack plus 9. So this Goblin Tinker now with plus 19 attack. We'll see if those items will be given to any other units later. Tauren Chieftain now coming back around, going after the Tree of Life once more. This one Tree of Life constantly getting canceled over and over again. And Colorful building this expansion in some tight corridors, suddenly finding it difficult to get in and retreat as well. I don't know why they don't patch those island tower positions. Perhaps they actually enjoy. Oh, there's one hippogriff trying to go up against their unit. The hippogriff rider has been able to poke back the other way rather nicely. All right, Blade Master going after that tree of life once more. Blade Master does have a potion of invulnerability and can wind walk out of a tough spot if in fact he wants to. Instead, just constantly draining mana here as the Blade Master are going to try and, well, Blade Master going to use a potion of lesser invulnerability, slice and dice his way through this one building. Is it enough time? There it is. Are you going to mana burn it? Yes, he is. Mana burn and wind walk in order to get away, but he is already wind walking now, and he should have no trouble walking away, except for a constant number of cyclones picking him up and dropping him back down. Now, there is still mining going on for Hitman after all this time. So he has a significant amount of gold over his opponent as the Blade Master, down to 195 hit points, looking to retreat away. That's a Staff of Teleportation. Blade Master, why isn't he walking away there? And now down to 59 hit points. Tree of Eternity could be in some trouble. Tree of Eternity now trying to retreat back. Blade Master getting in some shots here. There's a Scroll of Town Portal, and there goes that Tree of Eternity. No more mining possible, and a level up in tow. 51 supply compared to 51, and this does force Colorful's hand. Colorful knows that he is not going to be able to win this fight out unless he engages quickly. We are looking at Torrens out on the battlefield. We do see a couple of Witch Doctors with mastery training. That is incredibly important, as Orc is normally known for not having that many ways of being able to heal. By getting that healing ward right there, Shockwave now ripping on through, trying to go after some of those units. Moonwell is getting drained up as well, as the Tauren Chieftain does have a Scroll of Town Portal, going to be able to quickly whisk themselves away. There's a couple of ensnares, and Blade Master ends up not killing that Druid of the Talon. All right, all we need now is, well, I guess this is a spa center. The Witch Doctor can place down a handful of or one healing ward and then wait for that mana to recharge to place down another healing ward again. The army of Colorful is actually slightly larger, 43 compared to 36. There is also more heroes out in play as well, with that Blade Master currently stuck at level 3. Tauren Chieftain, looking to make a move off to the north here, does have a potion of mana for some shockwaves, as the Demon Hunter wants to get to level 5 for that level 3 mana burn to completely neutralize that Tauren Chieftain's Tauren Chieftain Shockwave. Blade Master still wandering around here. Lots of Druids of the Talon hanging out, and Colorful still holding on to hopes of rebuilding this expansion there. All right, we are looking at a handful of buildings as well. The Raiders and the Tauren Chieftain, they could in fact try and do hit and run tactics on those buildings, knowing that they would be getting additional gold from that pillage and then being able to retreat back out. These Ancients of Lore do in fact give a bit of experience, as well as the Raiders are doing exactly that, going after these buildings now in order to get a little bit of extra gold. Every Moonwell taken down is also a win there, as the Raiders could easily get off an ensnare onto that, well, Demon Hunter to make sure it does not give chase. Back off to the north, Blade Master with just playing that annoying harassment strategy, trying to delay this Tree of Life every which way it can, as we are looking to get into another fight here. Blade Master was spotted for just a quick moment, looking up onto the high ground, making sure that no expansion is set up anywhere else. He's going to try to get every bit of gold out of this gold mine before attacking in 2 minutes about. These watchtowers, enough to really force the Night Elf to not engage here, as he's still trying to set up his own expansion after all this time. I think there's going to be a little bit of rest in the fighting here. In comes the Witch Doctors. Are we actually going to be looking at Stasis Trap? That would be absolutely hilarious. Stasis Trap, not an item or not a trap that is normally used, as we're now seeing the Druids of the Talon now head up onto the high ground to try and clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp. Are we gonna go for a complete meltdown, or is Hitman going to be able to use his heroes and his army size advantage to come away with the victory. Blademaster now looking to engage Kodo Beast. Demolishers joining in on the fight here. Level 5 now on the Beastmaster. That could potentially be a problem. And here we are going into an engagement. Taurens now being brought over as well. Taurens are not going to be able to stick around very easily, as we are looking at the Goblin Shredder taking far too much damage from those Druids of the Talon. Demon Hunter down to down to low hit points. Healing wards are being placed down. Stasis traps are being placed down, as well as the peons are coming over to try and repair. Rejuvenation joining in. 44 supply compared to 59. Healing wards, difficult to tell whose are whose. I believe that healing ward is in fact Hitman, as the Taurens are just constantly spinning up in the air. Damage over time from that liquid fire, trying to finish off more of those units. Stasis traps are going to be going down, going through. Are they going to be enough there? 55 supply compared to 28, as there are so many stasis traps, but many of them have not gone off, as a Druid of the Claw going to end up getting taken down. Demon Hunter going to get surrounded there, but a Staff of Preservation for the save gets him back to a Moonwell in order to heal back up. Here we are going into a fight. Tauren now attempting to take down this Ancient of War and then push into position, as there are Demolishers in position as well. 26 supply compared to 54. The writing is on the wall. Short of a catastrophic mistake, there should be no way that Hitman going to lose this, as Hitman is now down to 30. Well, no, loses the Blademaster. Demon Hunter gets up to level 5. Is this going to be the first domino of many, as the Demon Hunter now going after the Kodo Beast? Staff of Preservation for the save again, as the Beastmaster able to come across with the save there. Beastmaster could be in trouble. Down to 55 hit points. Escapes away at 9 hit points with the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Demon Hunter, however, gets surrounded, and this Beastmaster now walking away at 22 hit points. All right, finishing off the remainder of these buildings here. Demolishers going after the Tree of Life. Tree of Life with that liquid fire, unable to be repaired. And now it is a full-blown base race scenario. 20 supply army compared to 36. As that is, all of those units get shocked wave down. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 6 as well. Peons making a walk all the way to the north here to perhaps do a bit of long distance mining. 49 supply compared to 20, as the Tauren Chieftain getting up some nice heals. Kodo Beast is still digesting a bear. This Tauren is going to be regenerating some hit points as well, while also fighting next to a stasis trap. They should be full on good for hit points. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5. Beastmaster sitting at level 5. Tauren Chieftain is in position here. Mana, or a little bit of, well, Thunder Shock from the Thunderhawk here, as the Tauren Chieftain going to try and engage back. All right, in comes the Demolishers trying to launch some attacks. The Thunderhawks are going straight after the Demolisher there. Demolisher down to 75 hit points. Could end up getting taken down. Is that going to continue to feed more experience to the Night Elf heroes? It is, as the Taurens are trying to pulverize all of these summons into oblivion. All right, this Demolisher going to get destroyed here. That one Thunderhawk able to take down 2 Demolishers, definitely worth its mana there, as we are now looking at Colorful about to lose another Ancient of Wind. Beastmaster and Demon Hunter hoping to do some sort of Treant last stand, bringing in the Ancient of Wind and that Ancient of Lore. Meanwhile, Peons doing a very long distance walk of shame, trying to get every bit of gold that they can. 37 supply compared to 82. Army size 24 compared to 14. All right, is the Demon Hunter and the Beastmaster, are they going to find a way to level up? If they find a way to level up, all bets are off on who's going to win, as a level 6 Beastmaster and a level 6 Demon Hunter are both very formidable opponents, as peon after peon is falling. All right, Beastmaster looking to retreat back here. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 7. Blademaster sitting at level 4. Kodo Beast slowly getting healed back up, as the Demon Hunter, well, has no easy way of getting out of these uncomfortable situations, as the peons are now making their way back around as well. Demon Hunter could go after these lower hit point peons here. Should be able to easily finish them off. Go after, there goes one. There goes another. There's that, taking down another as well, as the Demon Hunter now still inching its way over. All right. Ancients of Lore continuing to fight. Staff of Teleportation coming back the other way. Demon Hunter now in position, ready to fight back here, as the Taurens are going to start pulverizing the ground once more. Demon Hunter trying to fight things back. Perhaps taking down a Tauren or 2 is all that is needed, as the Beastmaster wants to summon up some more Quill Beasts. Kodo Beast down to 100 hit points. That represents a decent amount of hit points, or a decent amount of experience and damage, as the Demon Hunter is still engaging here. Demon Hunter continuing to fight. That's 3 very low hit point Taurens who could get cleaned up. Blade Master gets up to level 5. Demon Hunter is just sharing that damage across multiple units. Gonna finish off a Tauren. Level 6 on the Demon Hunter. Metamorphosis in time as he's now trying to fight back the other way. Blade Master trying to exchange blows. Blade Master, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Tauren Chieftain Tauren Chieftain trying to go after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter gets a little bit more heal. Mana Burn trying to finish off another unit there as the Tauren ends up falling. All right, Ancients now trying to engage here. Beastmaster going up against the other unit. Tauren continuing to fight back away. 10 supply army compared against 7. Quill Beast and army units are just being dropped every which way across the map. Summoned units could spell a problem as the Beastmaster quickly, what is he doing? Trying to sell some items. Level 8 now on the Tauren Chieftain, and the Tauren Chieftain at level 8 should be enough. 10 supply army going up against 5, and that is gonna be all she wrote. Colorful has left the game, and well, Colorful definitely made it close at the end with Hitman having to deal with a level 6 Demon Hunter who was really cleaning up and dealing up a lot of that damage. Great job by Colorful microing with that orb of venom. As you saw, he was applying that damage over time venom to multiple targets, making it so that all of those Taurens were, very fragile and low on hit points. And by doing that, making them all fragile, low on hit points, he was able to, maximize his damage output and get to level 6. In the end, it still was not enough, as that economic advantage and that harassment at that 11 o'clock base, that loss of mining was just too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.